The glitz and glamour of Hollywood's golden era were more than just red carpets and champagne toasts. Behind the scenes, the lives of some of the most iconic female stars were intricately woven with the threads of their family ties, from strict fathers to challenging childhoods. These women's stories are tales of resilience, passion, and the complex dance between fame and family. Each of these legendary women, from May Wong's defiance against cultural and familial norms to Marilyn Monroe's tumultuous childhood, added a unique chapter to the history of Hollywood. Their stories are not just about their stardom, but about navigating through a world where family expectations and societal norms often clashed with their ambitions. These tales were not merely chronicles of fame and fortune. They are narratives of women whose lives, influenced deeply by their parents, shaped their destinies. From overcoming adversities to reaching the pinnacle of success, their legacies continue to inspire and intrigue us. As we delve into the riveting narratives of these iconic women, we find stories that oscillate between triumph and tragedy, personal battles and public victories. These snapshots from a bygone era not only tell the tales of Hollywood's leading ladies, but also paint a picture of the eternal dance between personal life and public image. Take May Wong, for example, Hollywood's first Chinese-American star. Can you imagine growing up in a traditional family and then breaking into the world of glitz and glamour? Or think about Katherine Hepburn and the influence her father's mental health struggles had on her. These stories aren't just about fame, they're about real people, navigating complex familial dynamics while under the public eye. As we walk through each of their stories, I want you to think about the impact our parents had on our lives. How would you navigate fame and family pressures? How do these women's experiences resonate with you? It's a journey through Hollywood, but also a deeper look into the human experience, the universal struggle between personal desires and familial duties. So, let's get ready to explore these captivating stories. I promise you, it's not just a trip down memory lane, it's a journey into the hearts and minds of some of the most influential women of the 20th century. And who knows, you might find a bit about yourself in these stories. Imagine being the first in something monumental, yet facing opposition from the very people closest to you. That's the story of May Wong, Hollywood's first Chinese-American star. Her journey, marked by cultural and familial challenges, is nothing short of inspiring. But what exactly did she face, and how did she rise above it? Born in 1905 in Los Angeles, May Wong grew up in a traditional Chinese-American family. Her father, a laundryman, had conservative views typical of the time. He envisioned a conventional life for Anna, far away from the glitz of Hollywood. Yet from a young age, she was drawn to the movies, a passion that would set her on a collision course with her father's expectations. The real struggle for Anna began when she decided to pursue acting. Her father, rooted in his cultural values, saw acting as an inappropriate career for a young Chinese girl. He feared it would bring shame to the family. Despite this, Anna, driven by an unyielding passion for the screen, took bold steps into Hollywood, often clashing with her father's traditional views. Against all odds, May Wong broke barriers. She became a symbol of sophistication and talent, starring in films like The Toll of the Sea and Shanghai Express. Her resilience in the face of familial and societal hurdles wasn't just admirable, it was revolutionary. She paved the way for generations of Asian American actors. How many times did May Wong have to choose between her dreams and her family's expectations? How did this tension shape her, both as a person and as a performer? Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the complex journey of balancing cultural identity and personal ambition. Picture a woman who defied every expectation of her era, a trailblazer whose personality was as fiery as her acting was brilliant. This is Katherine Hepburn, a name synonymous with strength and independence. But did you know her relentless spirit was partly shaped by a complex relationship with her father? Let's unravel this fascinating aspect of her life. Katherine Hepburn was born in 1907 to a progressive family. Her mother was a suffragette, her father a urologist. From the outset, she was not your typical early 20th century girl, but beneath this progressive upbringing lay a shadow of tragedy that deeply affected her family, especially her relationship with her father. The turning point in young Katherine's life came with the tragic death of her older brother, Tom. This loss shattered her father, who struggled to cope with its grief. It created a complex dynamic between Katherine and her father, marked by emotional distance and unspoken pain. She often found herself seeking his approval, an endeavor that would echo throughout her career. Despite these challenges, Hepburn soared to heights few actresses of her time could dream of. With her unmistakable voice and undeniable talent, she delivered performances in The Philadelphia Story and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner that are still celebrated today. Her journey wasn't just a story of stardom. It was one of perseverance amidst personal pain. How did Katherine's quest for her father's unspoken approval influence her choices, both on and off the screen? Her story isn't just about the triumphs of a Hollywood legend. It's about a woman navigating the complex waters of family expectations and personal ambition. Imagine a voice that could shatter barriers.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky.
And a presence that defied the norms of her time. That's Lena Horn for you, a trailblazing singer and actress. But beneath her dazzling career lay a complex relationship with her parents, one that profoundly influenced her path. Let's delve into Lena Horn's life, a story of talent, resilience, and the enduring impact of parental bonds. Lena Horn was born in 1917 in Brooklyn, New York, into a family that prized education and artistic expression. However, her childhood was far from stable. Her parents separated when she was young, and Lena was primarily raised by her grandparents. This early separation from her parents planted seeds of independence in Lena, but it also left her with a sense of longing and a quest for identity. The absence of her parents during her formative years was a challenge Lena grappled with throughout her life. Her mother, an aspiring actress, and her father, a gambler, were often absent, leaving Lena to navigate her early years largely on her own. This lack of parental guidance was both a source of pain and a driving force behind her ambition to succeed in the entertainment industry. Despite these personal struggles, Lena Horn's career soared. She broke ground as one of the first African-American women to sign a long-term movie contract in Hollywood. Her roles in films like Stormy Weather and her iconic rendition of The Man I Loved not only showcased her immense talent, but also her resilience in the face of adversity. How did Lena's experiences with her parents shape her as an artist and as a person? In her quest for success and acceptance, did she find the solace she longed for? Lena's legacy extends beyond her music and films. It's a profound story of overcoming personal challenges and changing the landscape of the entertainment world. Imagine facing the world alone at just 4 years old. This was the reality for Barbara Stanwyck, one of Hollywood's most versatile actresses. Known for her strong-willed characters, Barbara's own story of resilience began with a childhood marked by loss and abandonment. Let's step into the early years of her life, where her journey to stardom began under the most challenging circumstances. Barbara Stanwyck, born Ruby Stevens in 1907, found herself orphaned and adrift in Brooklyn after her mother's tragic death and her father's subsequent abandonment. The absence of parental guidance and support in her early years set the stage for a life where she learned to fend for herself, shaping the fiercely independent persona we later saw on screen. The void left by her parents forced Barbara into a world of self-reliance from a tender age. She became her own protector and provider, navigating a harsh reality where the security and comfort of a family were mere fantasies. This early independence was a double-edged sword, endowing her with resilience but also with a deep sense of loss and longing. From the shadows of her orphan childhood, Barbara Stanwyck rose to become one of Hollywood's most admired actresses. Her roles in films like Double Indemnity and Stella Dallas were not just acts of acting, they were manifestations of a spirit that had overcome incredible adversity. Her talent was undeniable, but it was her unyielding spirit that truly defined her career. How did Barbara's absence of her parents shape her character and career? In her strength, do we see the shadows of her early struggles? Her legacy in cinema is remarkable, but perhaps even more extraordinary is her journey from a forsaken child to a celebrated star. Did you know that Bette Davis, the indomitable force of the silver screen, grappled with a turbulent relationship with her own mother. Behind those unforgettable eyes and iconic roles was a woman whose life was as dramatic off-screen as it was on. Today, let's go behind the scenes and discover how Bette Davis became the legend we know, despite, or perhaps because of, her complex family dynamics. Born in 1908, Bette Davis was raised in a time of societal change and personal upheaval. After her parents' divorce, she found herself caught in the crossfire of a fractured family. Her mother, Ruthie, struggled to provide for Betty and her sister. But it was their complicated relationship that truly defined Betty's early years and shaped her tenacious character. Betty's relationship with her mother was fraught with tension and high expectations. Ruthie was determined to see her daughter succeed, pushing Betty into the world of acting. This push, while well-intentioned, often left Betty feeling pressured and misunderstood. The struggle for approval and autonomy became a reoccurring theme in her life, fueling both the ambition and the roles she chose. But there's an intriguing twist in Bette Davis's story with her mother. Ruthie penned a book about Betty, an unusual move that adds another layer to their complex relationship. The Lonely Life, a mother's perspective on her daughter's illustrious career and stormy personal life, offers a unique insight into their dynamic. It's a testament to how their relationship, fraught with high expectations and emotional turbulence, was not just private, but something Ruthie felt compelled to share with the world. Despite these familial challenges, Bette Davis's career was a testament to her extraordinary talent and resilience. From All About Eve to Jezebel, she captivated audiences with powerful performances, earning her 2 Academy Awards. Her ability to channel her personal struggles into her art made her performances all the more compelling. How much of Bette Davis's fierce on-screen persona was a reflection of her off-screen battles? In her quest for recognition and respect, both from her mother and the world, Davis not only left an indelible mark on Hollywood, but also blazed a trail for future generations of actresses. Lucille Ball, the queen of comedy, known for her fiery red hair and impeccable timing. But did you know that behind her laughter-inducing antics was a childhood marked by tragedy and a complex relationship with her mother? Let's peel back the curtains and explore how these early experiences shaped the comedic genius that we all came to love. Born in 1911 in upstate New York, Lucille's life was upended at a young age when her father passed away. This loss plunged her family into financial hardship, and her mother, Dee Dee, struggled to provide for Lucille and her brother. Dee Dee's remarriage brought a new member to the family, a stepfather, but Lucille's relationship with him was strained and distant. Lucille's early years were a far cry from the laughter-filled scenes she later created. Her mother's need to work and the lack of a stable father figure left Lucille feeling abandoned and unsupported. This sense of loneliness and yearning for attention played a significant role in her pursuit of acting, a path where she found not just success, but a way to connect with the world. From these humble beginnings, Lucille Ball rose to become one of television's most beloved figures. Her groundbreaking role in I Love Lucy not only revolutionized comedy, but also showed her resilience and determination. Her ability to turn personal trials into triumphs made her an icon and an inspiration. How did Lucille Ball's childhood experiences shape her unique brand of comedy? In her laughter, do we see echoes of her struggles? Lucille's legacy goes beyond her comedic talent. It's a story of overcoming adversity and finding joy in the face of challenges. Imagine a voice that could capture the highs and lows of life. A voice that belongs to none other than Ella Fitzgerald. Known as the Queen of Jazz, her music touched hearts worldwide. But did you know her path to stardom was littered with familial struggles and heartaches? Let's dive into the life of Ella Fitzgerald and discover the challenges she overcame to become a legend. Ella Fitzgerald's journey began in 1917 in Virginia. Her world was turned upside down when her parents separated shortly after her birth. Growing up, Ella faced numerous challenges, including the death of her mother and the difficulties of living with her stepfather. These early experiences of loss and instability left a profound impact on her. Ella's childhood was far from easy. The absence of her father and the subsequent death of her mother meant that she had to grow up quickly, facing the world alone. Her relationship with her stepfather was strained and fraught with difficulties, pushing her to seek solace and expression through music. These painful experiences fueled her passion for singing, a silver lining in her clouded youth. Despite these adversities, Ella Fitzgerald's talent shone brightly. Her breakthrough came when she won a talent contest at the Apollo Theater, a victory that catapulted her into the jazz world. With hits like Dream a Little Dream of Me and Summertime, she not only defined a genre, but also became a symbol of resilience and grace. How did Ella Fitzgerald's turbulent childhood shape her music and her soul? In her melodies, can we hear the echoes of her struggles and triumphs? Ella's legacy is not just that of a jazz legend. It's a testament to the power of music to heal and transcend life's harshest realities.
My whole Bohemia is the place to be.
Marilyn Monroe, a name that conjures images of glamour, mystery, and tragically, a life cut short. But beyond the silver screen and the iconic status, there's a story not many know. Marilyn's journey, marked by a tumultuous relationship with her mother and a childhood overshadowed by instability, is as compelling as any of her films. Let's explore the lesser-known side of this Hollywood legend. Born Norma Jean Mortensen in 1926, Marilyn's life was anything but stable from the start. Her mother, Gladys, struggled with mental health issues, which meant Marilyn spent much of her childhood in foster homes. The absence of a stable parental figure left a void in her life, a void she would spend her entire life trying to fill. Marilyn's relationship with her mother was complex and fraught with uncertainty. Gladys's mental health struggles meant she was often absent from Marilyn's life, both physically and emotionally. This lack of maternal support and the constant shuffling between foster homes instilled in Marilyn a sense of insecurity and a longing for love and stability, themes that would echo in her later life. Despite these early hardships, Marilyn Monroe rose to become one of the most celebrated icons of the 20th century. Her roles in Some Like It Hot and The 7-Year Itch showcased not just her talent, but her resilience. She turned her personal struggles into a powerful on-screen presence, captivating audiences worldwide. How did Marilyn's childhood experiences shape her as an actress and a woman? In her quest for love and acceptance, did she ever find the peace she longed for? Marilyn's legacy is more than her films and her fame. It's a poignant reminder of the human behind the icon. Elizabeth Taylor, a name that evokes images of unparalleled beauty, tumultuous love affairs, and remarkable talent. But behind the violet eyes and the glamorous facade was a woman who faced immense pressure from her parents, particularly her mother, from a very young age. Let's unravel the story of how family expectations shaped the life of this legendary actress. Born in London in 1932 to American parents, Elizabeth Taylor was introduced to the world of showbiz almost from the cradle. Her mother, a former actress, was determined to see Elizabeth succeed in Hollywood. This relentless push, though it led to stardom, also placed a heavy burden on Elizabeth's shoulders. Elizabeth's relationship with her mother was complex. While she was her biggest supporter, she also exerted a controlling influence over Elizabeth's career choices. The constant push to succeed, the pressure to be perfect in the public eye, often left Elizabeth feeling as if she were living her mother's unfulfilled dreams rather than her own. Despite these pressures, Elizabeth Taylor emerged as one of the most enduring stars of Hollywood. Her performances in Cleopatra and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf showcased not just her extraordinary talent, but also her ability to channel her personal experiences into powerful portrayals. How much of Elizabeth Taylor's relentless pursuit of success was driven by her desire to fulfill her mother's aspirations? In the face of these challenges, how did she find her own identity, both as a woman and as an actress? Elizabeth's legacy is a complex tapestry of stunning talent and the relentless pursuit of acceptance and love. Imagine being born into a life of privilege, but finding yourself at odds with your own family. This was the world of Edie Sedgwick, a dazzling socialite and Andy Warhol's muse. Despite her luminous presence in the 1960s art scene, Edie's life was shadowed by her complex and troubled relationships with her father. Let's delve into the story of this enigmatic figure. Edie Sedgwick was born in 1943 into an affluent family, the Sedgwicks of Massachusetts. From the outside, her life seemed like a fairy tale, but the reality was far different. Her father, Francis Minturn Sedgwick, a dominating figure, exerted a significant influence over the family, setting the stage for a tumultuous daughter-father relationship. Edie's struggle with her father was profound. He was a man of traditional values who often disapproved of Edie's lifestyle and choices. His inability to understand her aspirations and the art world she gravitated towards created a rift between them. This emotional turmoil played a pivotal role in shaping Edie's life, fueling both her creative expression and her personal demons. In spite of these familial challenges, Edie Sedgwick became an icon of her era. Her collaboration with Andy Warhol catapulted her into fame, making her a symbol of youth and style in the 1960s. Her time in the limelight was brief but impactful, leaving a lasting impression on the art and fashion world. How much did Edie Sedgwick's struggle for her father's acceptance influence her choices? In her quest for artistic freedom, did she find the understanding she longed for? Edie's story is not just about a socialite turned artist. It's a poignant tale of seeking identity and validation in a world of contrasts. Imagine reaching the pinnacle of fame and becoming a music legend, all while grappling with the shadows of a fractured family life. This is the story of Diana Ross, an icon of music, whose journey to stardom was marked by the challenges of growing up in a household without a father. Let's step into the world of Diana Ross and uncover how her family experiences shaped her path to superstardom. Diana Ross was born in 1944 in Detroit, into a world far removed from the glitz and glam of Hollywood. Her life took a challenging turn when her father left the family, leaving her mother to raise 6 children alone. This early experience of familial separation played a significant role in shaping Diana's character and her approach to life. Diana's childhood was marked by the absence of her father, a void that would impact her deeply. Growing up without a father figure, she often felt a sense of loss and abandonment. This emotional gap influenced her drive and determination as she sought to fill it with achievements and recognition, carving her path in the demanding world of music. Despite these personal challenges, Diana Ross rose to become a music icon. As the lead singer of The Supremes, and later as a solo artist, she broke barriers and set records, becoming a symbol of success and empowerment. Her journey from the streets of Detroit to international fame is a testament to her talent, resilience, and unyielding spirit. How did the absence of Diana Ross's father shape her ambitions and her approach to fame? In her quest for greatness, did she find the sense of belonging and acceptance she yearned for? Diana Ross's legacy is more than just her music. It's a narrative of overcoming adversity and the power of self-belief. As we've journeyed through the lives of these remarkable women, from May Wong to Diana Ross, we've seen a common thread: the profound impact of their relationships with their parents. Whether it was challenging family dynamics, the pressures of expectations, or the struggles with absence and loss, each story revealed how these personal experiences shaped their paths to success. These women, icons of their time, were not just crafting careers, they were navigating the complex waters of family ties, societal norms, and personal aspirations. And that's a wrap on the vintage celebrities destroyed by their parents. But the story doesn't end there. If you're captivated by the tales of Hollywood's golden era, click right here for a deep dive into the Michelle Pfeiffer and the untold secrets of her youth. Remember, every star has a story waiting to be told. Until next time, keep those reels rolling.